Hey guys, Spencer with FASS. One of the products that we want to talk about, we get questions on the most, is the 4th gen coilover conversion. So just kind of want to touch base on that. I know we kind of teased it a long time ago and kind of been dead, but today we'll kind of explain what's going on. Behind me I have my gray 4th gen that is equipped with the bolt-on coilover conversion. So with the 4th gen coilover conversion getting ready to go into production, we still have to finalize a few details. All the trucks that we have here, they're already modified, different heights, everything. So we have a stock truck that's lined up to get one of our coilover conversions added to it. That'll let us finalize all the details, spring rates, brake lines, brackets, all that stuff. So whenever you guys purchase it, it'll be a bolt-on, ready to go, no guesswork, and be as easy as it can be. Now we're just going to go over a few details of this kit that we haven't really touched on. So we've paired up with carbon for the most part. We can get these with any coilovers that you want. The carbon shock's been very good for us. They actually custom make these for us. This is a 6-inch 2.5 coilover, but it's actually shorter than a 6-inch just for this application. The room being so limited on stock height or even a 3-inch leveled or lifted truck, whatever you want to call it, you don't have a whole lot of real estate to deal with, and that's one of the reasons why we don't have a bolt-in coilover kit for these trucks. We're pairing these with a 2.5 carbon. All the brackets are pretty well bolt-on. You do have to drill a couple holes, but no welding, no cutting, nothing like that. We have the upper bracket that bolts into place of the stock coil. So pull the stock coil out, bolt these in, drill 1 1/2-inch hole. Then down below, we have our lower mount that is located off that stock shock bolt and then drills into the factory coil bucket, and it has a 1/4-inch thick backing plate. Has threaded weld bungs so you don't have to mess with getting down into the coil pocket. Trying to make everything as easy as possible. So that'll take care of the mounting. Right here you see our vertical option for the reservoir. Depending on the shock and the lift size, we will have other options, but this seems to work best on everything. This truck is a little bit lower than stock height, and you can see everything clears very well. No issues there. This kit's gonna come with all the hardware that you need. You do have to do a new brake line since we're putting a coil right there. We just have to get it out of the way, but we have high quality brake lines supplied in the kit. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much bolt-on. The truck heights that we're really aiming towards are stock 3-inch and 6-inch. This is your stock height. Jake's truck is about a 3-inch, and then Julia's truck is a little over a 6-inch. We'll pair all those with 2.5s and mostly carbon shocks. So with these kits not actually being in production yet, we only have them on a handful of trucks. But the feedback, not counting this one, I don't drive this one enough to give too much feedback on ride quality, but all the trucks that we've tested this on so far, they've all had aftermarket coil springs on them, and the feedback is it's comparable or an improvement. One of the benefits to the coilover, with the exception of like a Carly spring where they're side specific, you don't get that bowing with those, but with a lot of the aftermarket springs, you'll notice on these late 4th gens that you get a lot of spring bow, even sometimes pop out of the coil bucket. Obviously with this, you don't have to worry about that. So an aesthetics thing and I mean a performance gain there, just not having the spring bow. So once you remove the coils, you're gonna have a big gap. You know, the upper one is filled by the reservoir, but the lower one, it's probably gonna be rusty, full of dirt, and kind of look ugly. So in this kit, we have just a 3D printed cover plate. It doesn't do anything structural. It is purely just to cover up a big nasty hole. One of the reasons that we haven't had a bolt-on coilover kit for these trucks is because the packaging constraints. As you can see on this truck that is just a little bit lower than stock height, I mean, you only have about, I don't know, 10, 12, 13 inches between the coil bucket and the upper bracket. So that is the reason that we offset this to the back side of the axle. Just there's not room there, especially for the lower trucks. You know, this is plenty strong. It's going through a major bracket on the axle with very thick backing plates, and the lower mount is tied into 5 different locations. The upper one is obvious, you know, it's pushing against the coil bucket, so no concern there. But This thing is stout. Jake's put a lot of miles on his truck. Julia's truck, it's big, heavy, you know, 6-inch lift, and I drive it pretty rough when I do drive it, and you know, everything is perfect. So with releasing this video, we know one of the biggest questions is going to be, when is it going to be available? We have shocks on the shelf waiting for this kit. We also have a bone stock truck that is scheduled in the next 1 to 2 weeks to come in and get the remaining details fine-tuned for this, so we can get it into production and out to you guys.